So as y'all seeing right now, this shit says Dominique Ford copies, no charge, indigent. This is what Cabarrus County Courthouse hooked me up with to file. I didn't have to pay for this shit. And I'm not even talking about the money and shit. And here's another citation and shit. Damn, it got dark as a motherfucker. Here's one of the citations. Here's the other citation. Just like the lady in the courthouse with the video on Facebook, how real that shit was. Like, all this shit's gonna go down, and I know I'm gonna have to take these mortgages to court and shit, because I'm ready to take out the Rothschilds, Rockefellers and shit. But for this shit to be no charge, this shit says no charge, indigent. I'm in poverty. I'm in poverty, motherfucker. You feel me? It's now hiring signs at jobs that won't hire a nigga, but no charge for a lawsuit as an indigent, because I'm in poverty, nigga. The main paper I'm motherfucking looking for. Demand for relief and shit. 75 million, no charge, right? No charge, 75 million. Medical marijuana legalization with the people having control as God intended to get healthy, not the government by the people, which will be proven at trial. So there's no wrongful death lawsuit. This is all about me through perjury, constitutional human right violation, malicious prosecution, and medical negligence on my part, no Colin Kaepernick. And I will be taking mortgages to court, banks to court and shit, Rothschilds, Rockefeller. This shit involves the Federal Reserve System and all that shit, as you see, as the defendants on this motherfucker. Federal Reserve System, but it's the Board of Governors, the main one, the main Federal Reserve System. Oh, yeah, that's all I'm gunning for. The main one. But they not all bad, you feel me? And the shit that we have to know ourselves, too. Like, my mother and father worked hard for me to get to this goddamn point, yo. Because they moved to this neighborhood, Forest Ridge. And if I would have been living that fuck ass bottom still with them fuck niggas already hating, snitching, pleading, and pedophile and raping and shit, I probably wouldn't even have this fucking opportunity, yo, because it's still fucked up down there. And I got cops in this neighborhood that didn't even fuck with me and shit, knowing what was going on. And this is for my mom and father. And just fuck paying for pussy, fuck buying all these cars. I'd rather build a car, build a jet engine, all that shit. But I'd rather go to war in Africa, end slavery, and war out here in these fuck niggas that cause this shit and take what matters most. And after that, I could die and be happy. I could be smiling in a fucking cremated goddamn thing turned into diamonds for my kids or some shit. I want to be cremated and turned into diamonds for my kids and shit. Have to. There's no other way. I don't see myself being buried. I don't see myself having a funeral. But no charge as an indigent, yo. No charge. I ain't have to pay for it. I couldn't pay for it if I wanted to. This shit so crazy. It's shit that we have to know ourselves no matter what. No matter who try to fuck us over. No matter what somebody try to put in our head. We have to know this information ourselves at the same time. It's fucked up, but I always had help to get this shit. And even if I read all the rules and see the procedure and shit, just to see where they heart set at the courthouse and shit, it's crazy. You wouldn't expect that, think that, because you gotta know some shit and all this other shit. And like me smoking marijuana in front of the motherfucker, it's insane right now. But I'm just ready for war and all this other shit. Because at the end of the day, there's no way that my mother and father worked these fucking fuck jobs and got fucked over at them out of end. It wanted me to succeed, to be in California, college and shit. And I know I'm gonna repay them spiritually, as they already know. But you got me fucked up if I'm gonna let this shit continue physically. Especially before a nigga die, with all the help I got from, man, from this area. Just not the fuck ass props and white dude plea dealing snitching this motherfucker. Goddamn. Even Miss Fisher, one of the fucking sheriffs that looked out for me without plea dealing snitching, being pedophile, raping and shit, got me fucked up. He damn did some shit for a nigga he wasn't even supposed to. I was supposed to do that. I'm like, shit. But Miss Fisher, he's probably related to her. I remember one day I was in a class. She was like, "Where you live?" Because we live in the same neighborhood at the time. Her and her husband and her dogs and shit. They was walking their dogs. I told her where I live. I came home. I got my ass whooped. I was never bad in her class again, dog. I was never bad in her motherfucking class again. But she hooked me up with a B. And she also told me, we used to have like these cell phone things in our class and shit. Like she had like people like read aloud to themselves. I think that was like that at Forest Park too. I can't remember. But she introduced that shit as well. And I remember her introducing that shit, like talk through this shit to talk to yourself so you could think out loud better. Some people think better when they talk out loud or hear themselves talk. Imagine that a decade later and some change. That's what help a nigga talking to myself, thinking out loud. I'm like, yo, no matter what these teachers got to go through on this fuck shit, there's some ones that really put you on some shit at that age, but you're not thinking that. You thinking how you can help your family, this and that, even probably by playing video games and shit. You like, killing time and shit. Even if you want to work out, play football, but you still feel that shit ain't right or not the most. And then you think back on everything they said or somebody else said. And it's like, what the fuck? And teachers even had to come out of pocket for supplies, dog. This fuck ass government, I'm telling you, this Federal Reserve System. Oh, I'm gunning for y'all motherfuckers. Believe that shit. Video done though.